Welcome back, my beautiful souls. My name's Cheryl, and welcome to Ritual and Remedy. So today we are now on video 7, episode 7 of my Detachment Series, and we're looking at detaching from social media and the media. Now, I don't know about most of you, but for me, growing up in the 90s, there was only a few channels on the TV. Literally, we had like channels 1 to 4, and I think Channel 5 came on back in like 98, 99, that era there. Then we started to get 5 channels. And then if you could afford it, then you had, your satellite and all your other cable and stuff like that. But for us, really, there was just 4 channels. And I must say, having to sit through the news, we used to have the news at 10. So they'd put on a really good movie, you'd just out of the cinemas. You'd sit and watch that for an hour, then the news would come on, and then the weather, and you'd get that for 40 minutes, and then they'd play your movie back again. So, I mean, being a kid and having to sit through the news, it does shape your view. The way you see the world, it is very influential in the way that people view the world and people around them. Growing up now is realizing that the media is a damn lie. It's propaganda and it's just used to control us and keep us in a state of fear, of panic. You don't know if you're coming or going at the minute. For us, it always seems to be there's something wrong with the economy. There's not enough this, there's not enough that. Your bills are high, and they're letting you know it from the summer that, the bills in the winter are going to go up triple, and food's going to go up because there's a war. And then they're showing us videos and pictures of all these wars that are happening. And it's just like, what? I remember when I finally had enough was when I started working, and you'd obviously have like 2 days out of the week where you wouldn't work, and all my younger siblings was at school, so it would just be like me at home. So there'd be like normal TV, programs in the morning, and then you'd get like the news at 12, the news at 3, and the news at 6. And I'd be sitting there watching it whenever I was home and not doing anything. And I'd just be like, they're just lying. I think they're actually lying. I'm just so fed up. I got to the point where I was fed up of listening and hearing doom and gloom. And what I just felt was just lies all the time, and how one-sided people's arguments are. For example, when I was in school, one of the main points in our curriculum was World War II. And we had to do World War II for about 2 terms. And it was World War II, World II, this and that, all the great people of that era, all the working people, how women had to go out to work to support the men because there was no men in the home, and how they was set up factories and making bullets and all that. And all that's great. I was really interested in it because I really like history. But what I was so confused about is this. How on earth is it that a country where I live in the United Kingdom was part of this whole World War that went over to stop another country that is European too? You went there to stop them from being racist and for tormenting and abusing and taking the lives of so many people. Yet, you're racist. So then that just made me think more, like, did you only get involved in the effort because the people that were losing their lives were of a certain race or colour? Because let's face it, people of my complexion, black and brown, have been losing their life, have been oppressed for centuries, and we ain't doing nothing about that. So that's where I always felt like, what else are you not telling us? So this is blatantly obvious to me. So what about the stuff we don't know and we don't see? So this is what really made me think, like, I'm going to stop this. And I haven't watched the news for, not that I don't watch the news, but like when it's something big, and I'll go and have a look and see what's happening. But it's really got to come across my feed for me to even notice. And I'll be honest, life's been a lot happier. I've been able to think clearly without bias. When I was last working, I worked with a small team of people, and one of them was an older gentleman, a white gentleman. And when I say we got on like a house on fire, we really did. But the way he saw the world and the way I saw the world was was complete opposites. But at least we was mature enough to figure it out and talk. And then I'd say my piece and he'd say his piece. And what I realised is that at the bottom, at the middle of it all, we are just the same. We all want what's best for, ourselves, our children, our community. But we think that he thought going this way would be the way to go. Whereas me, I'm like, no, that could be potentially lead to more disaster, and you don't want that because we'll be repeating the same circle. And he'll say, you know what, I never thought of it like that. And then he'd say things, and I'd be like, you know what, I assume that a certain type of person that thought like you did I would never get on with. And I understand, like, we're just all trying to make it through. We just want what's best for ourselves and for everyone else. Well, generally anyway, not a lot, but generally speaking, most working class people like ourselves, we just want to get on with life. However, there's people in higher places, higher positions that do not want that. They do not want us unified. And until we unplug, from the matrix, they're going to keep winning. So this is me now. I'm standing up. I've had so many thoughts and God's telling me, get out there, start talking. And I'm like, who's going to listen to me? Don't worry about that. Make them videos. So here I am. I'm making them. So I've got a few more to do on this series. And then I'll see whatever else I get next. But yeah. So the next thing I want to discuss is social media. Social media for me is like the younger version of the news. It's quick, it's hip, it comes with dance moves and twerking and booties and good looking people that look just like you, and I see a lot of kids, like I've got 2 kids and my daughter's starting to want TikTok and that on her phone, and I've said absolutely not. With just the basic phone that she has now, she don't remember now if I say go downstairs, do A, B, and C. She can't remember. I'm like, no, we cannot have this. Kids aren't reading like they used to. When I was growing up, you had no choice if you wanted to be entertained. Especially when the sun's not shining, which is pretty much most of the time over here. Then you had to learn to read or do something. You better clean up or something. But yeah, I've noticed that the intelligence of a kid, like just common sense, just basic common sense. My daughter will always say, Mum, I can't do it. I said, you haven't tried. You haven't even tried to think of another way to do the task that's been put in front of you. And she'll be like, and she gets angry quickly. And I'm like, no, wind it back. So she's just got a basic phone, which I now take off her as soon as she walks in the door. I'm like, no, we can't have this. So I found some videos where I think put my point across about the state of the media of today. So I'm going to drop them in. So watch them, see what you think, see what downloads you get. Comment down below. Let's chop it up. Let's find our way out of this matrix. So I'll let you go now. Have a great day. Whatever it is you're doing, be safe. And I'll see you on the next one.
Advice do you have?
Don't rely on social media. Put it down, turn it off, shut up, be quiet, learn, read, relax, get better. First part of your life you learn, second part of your life you earn, third part of your life you return.
Can you be my therapist?
And I get why people be deactivating their social media or like deleting their Instagram or like just won't post for like 6 months. Like, it's really nothing that you miss when you stay off social media. I feel like life even gets like more peaceful because you're not watching a bunch of people all day, filling your head up with a bunch of false narratives. You're not feeling like, you're behind because you see somebody else that might be the same age as you or might be where you from or whatever that's doing a lot better than you or look like they doing a lot better than you financially or they're more happy than you. Like, I don't know. I get it now. I get why people delete their Instagram. I get why people deactivate their social media, because it's just like, when it's just you actually living like in real time, it's just so much more peaceful. You don't have to worry about like the noise, like the outside noise from the outside world. And I get it more and more. Like, I feel like I would definitely be bored without social media, but I feel like it forces you to actually like live and be present in real time.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but somebody needs to say it. There is no requirement for you to be outside. There's no requirement for you to post on Instagram. There's no requirement for you to constantly watch what other people are doing in life. Sometimes you need to get your ass off social media and go figure out your motherfucking life. That don't make you a bum. That don't make you weird. That don't make you whatever people are going to say about you. People are going to fucking talk regardless. Whether you're doing great or whether you're doing absolutely terrible. People are going to talk about you regardless. This is not no motivational shit. There's somebody out there who genuinely needed to hear this right now. There's nothing wrong with you getting off social media and going and getting your life together. Social media, whatever platform it is, it's always gonna be here. Go get you right. You matter. Fuck, man. You fucking matter. Go take care of yourself. Fuck the world. You cannot pour into a, you cannot pour into a glass if yours is empty. Go get your shit together. Fuck these people, man. They'll be here when you get back. Or they won't.
9 years of not watching the news in 60 fucking seconds. Let's fucking do it. Number one, I realized the news ain't fucking information. It's industrial strength anxiety. Every headline felt like a personal attack on my fucking peace. Number two, I noticed something fucking crazy. My life got quieter, calmer, and way less fucking dramatic because I stopped letting strangers with microphones tell me how to fucking feel every fucking morning. Number three, I learned the news is designed like a toxic ex. It only calls you when something is fucking wrong and ruins your whole mood on purpose. Number four, I realized the world didn't get better or worse. My mind did. Less fear, less chaos, more fucking focus. Turns out you make better decisions when you're not being emotionally waterboarded every fucking day. Number five, I understood I didn't miss anything fucking important. The important things found me. The only thing I missed was stress, negativity, and people arguing about things they couldn't fucking change. And last but not least, protecting your peace is newsworthy. Your brain ain't meant to hold the world's problems, just your own fucking purpose. Boom, saved your ass fear, panic, and 100 breaking news alerts that broke absolutely fucking nothing. Now Venmo me $5.
Most of the neuroscientists that I know, all the ones I know personally and other ones that I've heard of, don't watch the news or read newspapers. It's not because we don't want to be informed, because obviously we do manage to stay informed in other ways of important events around the world. But if you just look at the nature of news, the proportion of it that is bad news and the impact that that has on your brain is disproportionate. So the first thing is to curate your news feeds, your social media feeds, so that you're not getting bombarded with so much bad news, and you balance that out for yourself. So yes, you have to be resilient as well. But the first thing is to take charge of what you're actually feeding your brain. And that's everything from your diet to information.
Yo, everything is fake, man. The media's fake, the jobs are fake, the money's fake, politics fake, religion's fake, people are fake, friends are fake, everything is fake. Nothing is real anymore. We have traded authenticity for convenience. We have traded truth for comfort. And we're surrounded by the illusions that we helped build. The media is feeding you fear. The job is draining your soul. The money's being printed from nothing but controlling everything. The politics is dividing you into teams that both work for the same system. Religion is telling you to find God outside yourself. Your friends are following trends more than they follow truth. And the family stopped talking once technology gave them better distractions. You scroll more than you feel. You post more than you speak. You know more about strangers online than your own blood. The science lies when there's money involved. Pharma profits when you're sick. And NASA is selling you dreams while the whole world is burning. Everything that's supposed to help you hurts you. Everything that's supposed to unite you divides you. And everything that's supposed to make you smarter is making you dependent. And we've forgotten how to be human. We've lost touch with nature, with silence, with each other. We're seeking truth in systems designed to hide it. And the only way to get out, man, is to going back in. Back to presence, back to truth, back to real connection. And it starts with awareness. You got to question it all. You got to unplug from the things that drain you and reconnect with the things that ground you. You got to talk to your people. You got to touch the earth, hug a tree, listen more than you scroll. Because the system is going to continuously win when you forget who you are. But the moment you remember it, you're going to break it. So remember, tribe, it's always about leaving people better than we found them. So we got to help the people unplug from this. Open their eyes and seek truth over comfort always. Until tomorrow, tribe, namaste.